Hello, and welcome to the preview of the 2021-2022 season at the Hylton Performing Arts Center. I'm Rick Davis, the Executive Director here at the Hylton Center and also the Dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts at George Mason University. I'm a white male with very little hair, wearing a dark jacket and a Hylton purple tie. And we cannot wait to share our programming for the next season with you. But first, I'd like to thank the sponsors who make possible this event and all of our performances throughout the year. Thank you to Alliant Wealth Advisors for sponsoring the season announcement event tonight, as well as the Friends Hospitality for the 21-22 season. And special thanks also to our 21-22 season sponsor, FH for Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. They've prepared a short video about their support of the Hylton Center. Let's take a look.
As FH Fur celebrates 40 years of home comfort service, we're honored to give back to our Northern Virginia community that has given us so much. We're family and veteran owned and operated, and proudly provide plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical services to customers like you throughout the region. Our knowledge, experience, and professionalism has been the cornerstone of our company, and our loyal patrons have come to expect and appreciate absolutely the best service. When it comes to community involvement, we strive to support the arts as we feel they play a vital role at shaping and connecting our community. It is our desire to do our part by giving back to local organizations like the Hylton that truly make a difference. We hope you enjoy this season at the Hylton Performing Arts Center as much as we enjoy sponsoring it.
Thanks again to our friends at FH Fur. You know, ticket sales only cover about 60% of the operating costs for the Hylton Center, so we are grateful to the generous individuals and companies that support our work through their sponsorships. Please take a look at the list of the sponsors who are making this season, and really everything that we do at the Hylton Center, possible. Now I'd like to introduce someone familiar to many of you, Eileen Kennedy, Director of Development for the Hylton Center. Eileen?
Thanks, Rick. Welcome and thank you all for joining us this evening for a preview of the 21-22 season at the Hylton Performing Arts Center. I am a white woman wearing a tan jacket. First and foremost, I wish to thank the Friends of the Hylton Center for the generosity and commitment, especially over this past year. I've heard from many of you that coming to the Hylton Center is so much a part of your lives and that supporting us this year to ensure this experience was a priority to you. For those of you who are new to the Hylton Center, membership starts at $100 and includes your entire household. In addition to getting access to exclusive events for donors, Friends get a priority access period when tickets go on sale. Now back to you, Rick.
Thank you, Eileen. That word anticipation is so much on our minds tonight. Our collective anticipation of rolling out the 21-22 season is palpable. But it just wouldn't be right to gloss over the one we've just come through. Just about 14 months ago, COVID-19 forced us to face a series of fast and difficult decisions involving closing schools and businesses and trying to figure out what to do next. All of us were involved in that, wondering what was happening, what was going to happen, and what we should do about it. Here at the Hylton Center, we have the privilege of leaning on the expertise and guidance of George Mason University. Mason quickly adopted a safety-first philosophy that continues to this day. And I'm proud to say that Mason is a national leader in pandemic mitigation in the higher education sector, with extraordinarily low case rates, cutting-edge scientific research, much of it taking place right here on the SciTech campus, comprehensive testing, and when the time came, mass vaccination efforts on campus. Our core values involved finding a way to keep our audiences engaged and our faculty and staff gainfully employed. And it's very good to say that we did that. Of course, since to us the term gainful employment means making and presenting art, often in a group setting, we had to get clever real quickly as a sector. Equally important to us was supporting the artistic community, which saw many, if not most artists, suddenly without income for the foreseeable future. We knew that we couldn't just close our doors, turn off the lights, and sit on our hands while we waited to see what happened next. But thanks to the valiant efforts of our incredible staff, we changed the way we did business in order to continue serving our mission and to continue serving you, and also the artists that bring so much to our lives and who needed our support. Our first effort was to create the Hylton at Home digital platform, where we saw thousands of audience members tuning in from across the globe to watch performances, question and answer sessions, discussions, and screenings. Hylton at Home was so successful that we do intend to include digital arts experiences in upcoming seasons, so stay tuned for more information on these efforts. Then, we took a safely masked walk outside the building and discovered a new performance space just waiting to be programmed. So in fall 2020, we put up a stage, spray painted some socially distanced seating circles on the grass, and launched an outdoor performance series called Hylton on the Hill. This series provided in-person performance opportunities for artists who were able to come together for the first time in months, and it continues to do so. You, our loyal friends and subscribers, showed up both online and outdoors. You supported us, and you supported the artists, and that is so incredibly meaningful. So that actually brings us to our first bit of upcoming programming to unveil. Hylton on the Hill will return next season. In fact, it's been such a success that the opening weekend for the Hylton Center this fall will be on the outdoor stage, and it even includes a free performance. Here's a peek at the artists you'll be able to see outside in just a few months. You may have noticed that some of these artists seem similar to those presented in previous seasons as part of the American Roots series. This is such a natural fit for these artists that we've decided to forego the indoor American Roots series for this season. We hope you'll pack a picnic basket and plan to join us for these outdoor events. It should be great fun. Now, as we look forward with anticipation of being able to be back together in person, we're continuing to focus on our mission of serving as an educational resource for the community. Next season, we will be connecting artists to our communities through our education programs, the Veterans in the Arts Initiative, and our Artist in Residence program. To that end, we wanted to take a few minutes and share a little more insight into a few special artists that we'll be presenting, who will be spending a bit more time here in the community, in addition to their performances at Merchant Hall. And so now I invite you to take a closer look at a few of the incredible artists you can see on stage next year.
My name is Adrienne Bryant Godwin, and I'm the Director of Programming for the Hylton Performing Arts Center. In the contemporary dance world, Ballet Hispanico is one of the country's leading voices, representing the Hispanic and Latino American experience. Their impact as a cultural ambassador for the Latinx community is immense. They just celebrated their 50th anniversary, having commissioned nearly 80 works and working with 45 choreographers from around the world. So as you can imagine, with a history this rich, when you come to a Ballet Hispanico performance, you're going to see a wide variety of work on stage, with influences ranging from flamenco to Cuban jazz, Mexican mariachi, merengue. They've just done an incredible job of amassing this repertoire of works that represent so many of the different dimensions of Latin and Hispanic voices. In addition to their work on stage, a large part of the organization's mission is inspiring creativity and social awareness through their education programs. And I'm thrilled that the Hylton's surrounding community will be able to experience some of these programs firsthand, because the company will be in residence at the Hylton for the week leading up to the performance.
My name is Paolo Hernandez Varela, and I'm a dancer with Ballet Hispanico. I'm so excited to perform this specific set of repertoire for you because it really reflects us as a company. You're going to see a wide array of dance genres made by diverse choreographers, danced by diverse human beings. We're also specifically excited because it'll be one of our first live performances in over a year since we went virtual because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We can't wait to celebrate our 50th anniversary and also celebrate our culture. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you soon. Adios, amigos.
For 50 years, Ballet Hispanico has been bringing communities together to celebrate and explore Latinx culture. I'm looking forward to inviting audiences to the Hylton to see this dynamic company in action. The Warren Treaty have an incredible story, both personally and musically, which I think will speak to the Hylton's community. The Warren Treaty is a duo comprised of Tanya and Michael Trotter, a married couple who met after Michael returned from the Iraq War. Michael's been very open about the fact that music got him through traumatic experiences in combat, and that the music he and Tanya make together is helping him to cope with his PTSD now. Though the music that they make addresses an internal struggle, the output is both soulful and spiritual, and the music industry and fans alike are taking note and showing up with an abundance of love for them. They've already collaborated with greats like Emmylou Harris, Al Green. They're headlining the major blues, jazz, and folk festivals across the country, and they were even just featured on Grey's Anatomy recently. We're so proud to be presenting the Warren Treaty in collaboration with the Hylton's Veterans and the Arts Initiative, and we know that our community will love seeing these incredibly talented musicians perform in the beautiful Merchant Hall.
Not only will Ballet Hispanico be right here on stage, but they will be meeting audiences off stage as well. They'll be in town for a 5-day residency prior to the performance, leading Latin social dance workshops and master classes with local high schools and elementary schools, senior living facilities, and community centers. We are so thrilled to welcome them for this impactful experience. And now, with no further ado, after many months of scenario planning, cancellations, rescheduling dates, more cancellations, more rescheduling, we can't wait to share with you the 21-22 season of Hylton Presents, the Hylton Family Series, and Matinee Idols. That's amazing stuff, isn't it? I hope you're getting as excited as I am to return to live performances once again. One additional note on the last series you just saw, Matinee Idols, you may have noticed that the performances don't begin until early 2020. Now, we have intentionally delayed this series a bit because part of what makes it so special is that it's presented alongside a luncheon. And by waiting, we hope to be able to resume the series in something close to its previous format. And now, we have one more exciting event to unveil. Eileen, come on back up here and share this news.
So, after a 2-year hiatus from our in-person anniversary galas, we are thrilled to announce the gala's return in 2022. This year's gala will include a performance by Tony and Grammy Award-winning performer Leslie Odom Jr. Stay tuned for more details later in the year on the Hylton's website. Here's a taste of what is sure to be an incredible performance.
Celebrate with a sensational performance from Broadway superstar Leslie Odom Jr., best known for his Tony Award-winning performance as Aaron Burr in Hamilton. Odom Jr. presents a concert of Broadway hits, jazz standards, and American songbook classics.
That Leslie Odom program is an amazing example of what I was just talking about earlier about cancellations and rescheduling. We have been working to get Leslie Odom Jr. on this stage for so long, and we are so thrilled that we finally succeeded. That's going to be a very, very special night. Now, speaking of special nights, each year, our Hylton Center Arts Partners present a vibrant program of performing arts on the stages of the Hylton Center. These outstanding organizations are based right here in Prince William County and the city of Manassas, and they are evidence of the extraordinary talents and resources that exist in our area. As you know, this past year has been a challenge for arts organizations everywhere, and a recent significant gift from the Cecil and Irene Hylton Foundation will help our arts partners rebuild, recover, and thrive as audiences return to live performances. The Hylton Center is thrilled to welcome the arts partners back to our stages, and I'd like to share just a couple of highlights from their 21-22 performance seasons. The Aesop Dance Ensemble, under artistic director Daniel Faudry, will perform Handel's Messiah and the Nutcracker, Clara's Christmas, a delightful program, including a ballet set to Messiah, as well as an original interpretation of the traditional ballet, the Nutcracker, and also Reflections to Revival, a mixed program. The Manassas Ballet Theater, under the artistic direction of Amy Grant Wolfe, will perform Dracula, the Nutcracker, which is of course a Hylton Center holiday tradition, Gaieté Parisienne, and more, and Cinderella. The Manassas Chorale, directed by Becky Werner, will perform The Roaring Twenties, Then and Now, a celebration of popular tunes from the 1920s, as well as favorite stage and screen melodies of 2020. Concert called Sing Gloria, Wonder, Love, and Praise, and Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, always a delight. Manassas Symphony Orchestra, under the baton of music director James Villani, will perform Back to the Classics, which is a celebration of Beethoven, featuring acclaimed violinist Emil Chudnovsky. Their famous family concert, Color and Light, where this hall is filled with moving light display. Amadeus, and Reflection and Hope. The Prince William Little Theater, under the leadership of Chrissy Mastrangelo, will perform Dial M for Murder, an American crime mystery thriller based on the famous 1954 film, A Christmas Carol, and Sister Act. The Creative and Performing Arts Center, otherwise known as KPAC, founded by Denise McPhail, will perform Annie Jr., the story of a charming young girl who wins everyone's hearts despite a next-to-nothing start in 1930s New York City, plus another performance to be announced soon. And the Youth Orchestras of Prince William will announce their season at a later date, and it'll be wonderful. Be sure to check our website, hyltoncenter.org, for updates. Now, because we do want to be able to safely accommodate as many audience members as possible, tickets are not on sale yet for 21-22. We'll put tickets on sale for many fall events in August. In order to remain as responsive to any changes that might still be occurring this fall, we will not be offering subscriptions for the remainder of 2021. In August, friends of the Hylton Center will get access to another pre-sale period before tickets go on sale to the public. So, moral of the story, the best way to ensure you get great seats next season is during this pre-sale. We have one more special offer for previous subscribers. Because we're not able to offer package discounts for the fall events, we'd like to welcome back subscribers from the 1920 season with a 20% discount on tickets for fall Hylton Presents events. We encourage you to visit our website, hiltoncenter.org/preview, to learn more about the season. And if you have any questions at all about the upcoming season, please send them to hilton@gmu.edu and we will be happy to respond. And thank you all for tuning into this evening's season preview. We hope you're as excited to get back to the Hylton Performing Arts Center as we are to welcome you back. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you soon.